Well, not only are we getting some serious culture out of this tactic, we're getting some realism as well. This one is called the 4-3-1-2, and I apologize for this, but Ne Zha 2. This is a tactic that was created long ago and has been used in over 4,800 matches by the creator. And they said, when given kudos that it's been played for over 4,800 matches, they said, we've been playing this tactical engine for over a year and might stick with it for another 8 to 9 months. I'm not sure there's any hidden aspects left to uncover that could push our results to the next level. Well, part of that is definitely true. In FM24, there really isn't anything new to uncover. We're just doing all these tactics to see different formations and how they all work together and with your team, especially on holiday. Now, with this one, Ne Zha itself, I don't know the specific reference to this. However, there's a animated movie. There's a crown prince. Ne Zha, the crown prince, is a protection deity in Taoism, Buddhism, and Chinese folk religion. So he's kind of all over the place. I'm not going to go into the cultural references itself. Definitely check it out. Chinese culture is so interesting. I love seeing things like that. But we're going to check out this really funky shape. I love these different, slide tactics and all that. And this is what I've been looking for all these tactics. But I keep finding all the 4-2-3-1s and the 4-3-3s that are pretty standard. But we're going to test it out with our three teams of Liverpool and Aston Villa in the Premier League and our championship side of Ipswich Town. So with all that said, let the cultural references begin. There will be no more cultural references at all, I'm pretty sure. Well, in the Premier League, it worked. I mean, 89 points for Liverpool, 79 for Aston Villa in third is really nice. No question about it. Man City just doing a doozy on it. 95 points in the league winning. But I still think, as I usually say, if you took control of this, did your own match shouts during a match, training, transfers, things like that, you could probably pull that off and get 89 to 96 or thereabouts. You are in goal differential, so that's nice. You only have 93 goals. We've seen attacking tactics that have worked better, but overall, I mean, second and third is pretty nice. Well, Liverpool definitely looking fairly protected in this domestic cup run. They get to the Carabao Cup final, winning against Arsenal 4-all in penalties. Wow. They get to the FA Cup final, 3-1 win, again over Arsenal after beating Aston Villa in the semifinals. And then another almost perfect run in the Europa League against AS Roma, 2-0 win in the final. So sure, overall, it's been a fantastic season, no question about it. They didn't make that top list in the Premier League, but they get the Europa League, the FA Cup, and the Carabao Cup. I would definitely be happy with this. Squad-wise, they definitely have the green to show for it, no question about it. Goals, 33 from Mohamed Salah. Cody Gakpo making the list. He doesn't make the list all that often, but with 19. Assists, 20 for Trent. Joe Gomez with 16. And then average rating, Nunez gets a 7.36. Huh. Switching it up to Aston Villa, out unfortunately in the Carabao Cup, fourth round to Manchester United, 1-4. That one hurts, but we already know against Liverpool, they lose out in the semifinals of the FA Cup. However, again, another almost perfect run all the way to the Europa Conference League final, beating Lille 1-0 in penalties. So overall, still, third place in the Premier League is pretty nice for them. Winners of the Conference League, semifinals of the FA Cup, definitely not a bad season. Squad-wise, yeah, they've got some green. I mean, it's pretty usual, though. 22 goals for Douglas Luiz, 21 for Zaniolo. Assists, 19 for Luiz, 12 for Cash and Bailey. And then average rating, Douglas Luiz with a 7.29. Data hub for the two teams, attacking wise, does not look too out of the ordinary. Fairly attacking wise. Goals per game only 2.45. It's a little bit down from the high end attacking that we've seen. Defensively looks pretty nice, no question about it. Conceded per game only 0.53. And if we look overall, yeah, I mean, XG against 0.7. That's really nice. Aston Villa, as we switch over, you can see only 2.13 points per game, though some of these attacking sides are pretty nice. Defensively, a little bit higher than usual. 0.95 conceded is definitely lower than what they usually get. 0.96 XG against is not bad. And then overall, well, there you go. Premier League stats, 2.34 points per game for Liverpool, Aston Villa with 2.08. Most goals, Liverpool do make the tops of the list, 93, Aston Villa in third with 81. Fewest shots against, Liverpool with 235, 270 for Aston Villa. Most possession, Liverpool making the list with 50%, and most dribbles made, Liverpool with 713, Villa with 665, and most shots for Liverpool in first with 683. It's a little lower than usual, but 627 for Villa. But now we don't even need the suspense with this one. Ipswich coming in first place, 112 points, 137 goals. Definitely worked here. Domestic Cups, however, did not go over so well. Carabao Cup second round against Brentford 0-1 is where they drop out, and FA Cup fourth round 0-2 against Blackburn. But that tops of the list, the championship, pretty nice, no question about it. And squad, yeah, not, I mean, they've got more green than usual, but it's still, they need more. 27 for goals for George Hurst, 17 for Connor Chaplin, the only ones in double digits. 17 assists for Davis, Chaplin with 12, 11 for Luongo, only ones in double digits. But George Hurst makes the top of the regular list with 7.32. Championship stats. Points per game, 2.43 for Ipswich in first. Most goals with 137. Fewest shots against with 305. Most dribbles made in fourth with 774. And most shots for with 811. So again, with the tactic, I've been looking for funky shapes, different shapes than your standard 4-4-2s, 4-3-3s, whatever it is. These are the things I'm looking for. I mean, it's not as funky as some of the other ones we've taken a look at, but let's dive into this one and see what makes it tick. Sweeper keeper in defend is where we start. Inverted wingback in support on the left. A fullback in attack on the right with ball-playing defenders in defend on the central spots. A winger in support next to a Segunda Volante in attack next to a DM in support. Inside forward in support next to a pressing forward in support. And an advanced forward in attack up front. Balanced mentality, in possession attacking with his narrow, approach play is pass into space, underlap on the right, focus played on the left and the right, passing directness is shorter, tempo is higher, low crosses and run at defense, in transition, counter press, counter, distribute quickly and roll it out, and out of possession, a high press line of engagement, a much higher defensive line, trigger press much more often, prevent your goalkeeper distribution, get stuck in, step up more and invite crosses. Well, whether this tactic was named after a cartoon movie made in China or a Chinese folk protector, I'll leave that decision up to you. However, did it work for these three teams? I won't say it's an attacking, all-out tactic that we've seen with some of the 4-4-2s earlier in the season, but this definitely worked. Ipswich Town doing a fantastic job. Liverpool and Aston Villa, I mean, doing phenomenal. Don't get me wrong, definitely above average in points. Not by much, but still above average. And again, this is just one save. A save from a save can be completely different from each other, depending on injuries and things like that. I'm also on holiday. I'm not taking care of anything for this. This is all my coaches doing it, but they still did a good job. So I definitely think, again, if you took control of this, you could do even better here. And again, 4,800 games that they've played with this, the creator played with this, and it worked really well. I definitely think it's one to take a look at least, just for the effort alone that he did. But I think overall in this save, it seemed to work fairly well, and I would definitely look at it a little bit further. But that is it for me, Savvy FM, for the Football Manager blog channel, saying thank you as always for watching. Take care and enjoy.